What's up, everybody? We're back again. It's the Dadbod Golf Pod, episode 143. It's Monday. We had some awesome golf this weekend. We're ready to get the week kicked off. It's Kyle, Ben, Nate. Ben's got sad face right now, but he's going to perk up quick. I can feel it coming. I can feel it coming.
You just made him smile.
We're proud members of the Believe Podcast Network, the #1 podcast network for professionals. And tonight's episode, and every episode, is brought to you by Betonline, the #1 sports betting website in the whole universe. Guys, March Madness is right around the corner. Literally,
Yes.
This is the last regular season week of basketball. Some conference tournaments will already start this week. Selection Sunday is literally 2 Sundays away, I believe. So you got to get your account set up, get your 50% welcome bonus, use coupon code BLEAV, BLEAV. Give them $100. They're going to stack 50 on top of it and get ready to rock and roll for March Madness. On top of that, you still got NBA and literally everything else you can bet. And you can even hit the casino until the big tournament starts. So BetOnline is absolutely 100% where the game starts. Gentlemen, Honda Classic, PGA National, ended in a monsoon.
Yes.
Let's talk about it.
Let's go ahead and talk about our boy Kozan real quick because I cannot
say enough. I cannot say enough about Andrew Kozan. Guys, he gets a sponsor's exemption. We talked about this on Friday for being, he's a local. They love to give out local sponsorship exemptions to this tournament. He gets in. He's the last person in the tournament. Like, he's literally the last person they call to get in the tournament. I think they called him on like a Tuesday or a Monday or a Tuesday or something like that. He gets down there and plays a good first round, and then he's playing a decent second round, hovering right around the cut, a little well over the cut, and he gets to 17, and it's getting super dark. He had that early tee time on Friday, late tee time. Thursday, late tee time on Friday. He gets to 17, which is one of the hardest holes on the course, and it's like he said, it's like pitch black. It's like they should have called it. It's super dark. He hits in the bunker, has just a couple of, disastrous, unlucky breaks, makes triple. And he actually got up and down out of the bunker.
Triple.
What's that?
Pretty good triple.
Yeah, up and down out of the bunker to save triple. Goes to 18, hits a rips one down the middle in pitch black dark, and they call it. They just call the tournament right there. He's got to finish in the morning. This is the key. This is what's crazy to me. And the playing partners that he had were not going to make the cut. They just went ahead and hacked it in, finished.
One of them made birdie.
Yeah. And he said, you know what? I can't risk this. I'm literally on the cut line. He was on the cut line. He went to sleep, woke up the next morning, had to wake up, rip his second shot into the par 5 and make at least a par to make the cut. He was the only person that did that. And he freaking did it. He freaking did it, and he went out there, and he finished top 30, I believe, in his first PGA Tour event. Unbelievable.
Teed off at 6:47, teed off from the fairway.
Yeah.
Made par at 7:35. He tees off again by himself, shoots 2 under in a little over 3 hours, which ended up being, I don't know, probably the lowest round of the tournament. Close.
Yeah. One of that day.
Definitely one of the top lowest rounds of Saturday. So, yeah, Kozan leaps and strides. He belongs. Okay. Kozan belongs. Slap the Kozan button.
Slap the Kozan. I mean,
he's macked.
What do you do between now? He's still got about 2.5 weeks before Korn Ferry kicks back up. But
get better at playing in the dark.
Yeah, gotta go play some night golf and get ready. But no, that's just awesome. And I'm sure he's going to get a fat check to help him, through the rest of the season. And that's exactly what you want from when you get this type of opportunity. You got to make the cut, make it happen. And not only did he make it happen, he had a chance today. He could have, he put himself in position where he could have made a little push and, got top 10. But, it's Sunday, first PGA event Sunday. He had a couple of just played the back just pretty steady. The back pretty steady. Had a couple of bogeys early on the front round. Played the back super steady. Just proud of that guy and super fired up for him. Down the road. Ben,
go
ahead, Nate.
My dad texted me looked up what Kozan made, and he was like, $43K. You could sell him a car.
There you
said, "You're daggum right, Dad. You're daggum right."
Nate sent Kozan $25 for a couple of hands of blackjack on Venmo Saturday night. So that's probably what got him through that. But through those first couple of bogeys on the front nine, he remembered, you know what, that I had that $25 for blackjack. Let's go ahead and hammer this back nine out and take it to the house.
He liked the payment probably within 4.5 minutes of putting out on 18 on Sunday. Like, I saw that he put it out, and then the next time I looked at my phone, there was a notification that said Andrew Kozan has liked your payment. By the way, it's Andrew Kozan. Y'all hit him up. Throw him some dollars,
a bone,
man.
Throw him a bone.
Give him a 20, 40, 50, 80. Next time, if I have another glass of wine, I'm gonna probably throw on 300. You know, now that we know we know what he's capable of.
Absolutely, Ben. You watched a ton of golf this weekend. You watched it from sun up to sundown, just about on the ESPN Plus. Now is just this is the first time I've really had the opportunity to take advantage of it. It's freaking electric. So, what's your biggest takeaway from the tournament?
First off, on the ESPN Plus, those of you who have not watched it, the dude that does the play-by-play, every shot is to win Augusta National.
He's jacked every single time, every single shot.
I mean, that guy, especially when they putt, every putt, if it comes within a foot of going in, he is, oh my gosh. Oh, I missed it. Just by 6 inches. So that dude is phenomenal. You can tell he really enjoys his job. I don't know if he's looking to move up or what, but he definitely enjoys his job. Number two, they need to show more golfers like Andrew Kozan, because even the ESPN Plus falls into the category of showing like the same 4 or 5 golfers over and over and over.
Yeah, it's tough. The only time I got to see Andrew was when Billy Horschel missed a 3-footer and Andrew walked through the background. I was like, God dang it.
They had him.
Nobody wants to see Billy Horschel.
They showed his birdie. They showed his birdie today, or one of his birdies.
Yeah.
They showed that today. Showed him putting that out, but that wasn't. But that's the thing, is that my take is on golf. You got all these cameras, you got all these people, you got all these towers. Just every time there's a birdie, we need to be showing that. Like, you might as well show that. That's what we want to see. Either that or show the triples. I don't mind seeing those either. I think that's pretty awesome. I kind of Andrew was. I texted you guys. It was funny because I was watching it and then watching online because they cut away from coverage. That's how dark it was. They cut away from coverage as I was watching it on the Golf Channel on Friday. And as I'm hitting the PGA Tour app and I keep hitting update. And it's just got his ball out there in the middle of the fairway on 18.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally the red ticker comes across the top and it was like play suspended. So then I texted y'all and I was like, bro, he's in the middle of the fairway and he's got to go to sleep tonight.
Yeah. You said they just suspended play and he was in the middle of the fairway.
I'm not going to repeat what Nate texted back. I can't remember what it was, but I don't think it was kid friendly, appropriate. No, probably not.
Doubtful. I was sending him money on Venmo. I was not in a place where I was saying things that were clean, family friendly.
So we were texting back and forth, and I'll be interested because he said he's coming on with us. Win, lose, or draw. He said he's going to visit with us. I got to find out his mindset on Friday night when you're the guy that's going to be the only one on the course at 6 a.m. on Saturday morning, because you got to get up, you got to warm up. We were talking about different, not to give up a would you rather Wednesday on a Monday, but it's like, all right, does he pull out the 3-wood and he try to go for the green so that way he can like try to get up and down for birdie? Does he play it smart and just take his par and move on? How the hell do you sleep tonight because you got all this going on? Do you stay up and use Nate's $25, try to parlay that into maybe some extra double blackjack, maybe split those kings and I'm not real sure what he's doing.
How do you warm up? That's my question. Like,
they said he got there at like 5:30 something.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Do you
stretching and hitting balls and putting and
then hit that shot like 25, 30 times? Is that what you do?
They said that, and there's several articles about it. But they said that he was hitting a lot of wedges and mid irons. I mean, I think he probably knew, what he needed to do.
Yeah.
But yeah,
He just wanted to hit something. He just wanted to hit something. He just wanted to hit something middle of the fairway, middle of the green. Take your 2-putt and move on.
Yeah.
Here's my question on that too. On that, not that it makes that big of a difference, but is he playing Saturday's pin on?
No, they would have to leave it in.
They have to keep it in for Friday.
Yeah, they would have to leave
but then
it
as soon as he's done, then I mean they've got time to before anybody else makes it to 18. Since they weren't teeing off both tees on the weekend, thank goodness, or else Ben would have lost his dadgum mind.
Oh my gosh.
Although maybe they should have, and then they wouldn't have had our boy sitting out there in the dark playing golf.
Or
that's not
here's up Honda Classic.
Or here's a novel idea. Tee off earlier.
No, silly.
The thing is, he left himself like his layup. That's not an easy layup.
No,
to begin with, it kind of bottlenecks. So he laid up way short of the bottleneck. He to about 116, and then he hit it to inside 20 feet. 2-putt, make the cut, baby. 2-putt, make the cut. Let's go.
2-putt, make the cut. 2-putt, make the cut.
I wonder, does your experience kick in, or are you super ass nervous? Because even at 116,
nervous, but at the same time, you're not playing with anybody. You literally don't have to wait on anybody else. Okay, you don't have to watch a guy hit it in the water.
No,
there's nobody out on the golf course. I mean, is there a rules official that just says like ready, set, go?
They blow the air horn.
Yeah, who tells him to like? Okay, like you can now hit.
The only people out there are the rules official, because they had to have a rules official with him. So it's a rules official, his caddy, and probably the grounds crew waiting on him to finish so they can redo the hole.
Probably
that's
so.
It.
He's got the tool in his hands. And as soon as he puts out, he comes and
that's literally the only.
You can leave the stick out, bud.
I wonder if he had
leave the flag out there, bud.
I wonder if he played with a marker on Saturday, or if it just kind of if he literally just.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
We'll ask him that.
With him being first out, he may have just played by himself.
It's possible. That's probably what happened. It's kind of last minute to get a marker. What if they would have called one of us? Would you have done it?
Hell yeah.
Flown down there and been the marker.
I would not want Ben playing with Andrew Kozan.
Why not?
Because, dude, have you seen your swing?
Have you seen your swing?
I didn't say that I wanted to do it.
No, that's great. So let's talk about who actually won the tournament. Sepp Straka from, I believe, played at Georgia. This is possibly his first win. He takes down Shane Lowry, and then 4 guys, Daniel Berger, who had the big time, a pretty good lead, just imploded early.
3-shot lead.
3-shot lead, and then just kind of he blew it early. I mean,
5 over in 3 holes. That's not good.
Yeah, shot 38 on the front, and that's par 70, so it's a 35. So it's 3 over on the front, with a double on a par 5, the first par 5. Just didn't have it going today. And then it's not really a course that in the back 9 you can really make a charge either. So tons of par 4s, hard par 4s, long par 3s, diabolical pins today on the bear trap. So
did y'all see that Berger had 2 bogeys through 54 holes, and then he had like 3 bogeys through 4 holes?
Yeah, played so solid all weekend, and then just one round kind of.
I missed what he did, the double on the first par 5.
He had a third shot goes in the bunker, and he had a fried egg, and so he got it out, but it went over the green, and then it was a long putt, and I guess he was off the green, so he technically wasn't a 3-putt, but he 2-putted from where he hit it back on.
Shot Tracker says 280. His drive was 282 yards to dirt outline. Then he had to punch out. It looks like he punched out back into the fairway. Then he plugged it in the bunker and jacked it around for a while. So,
man, the bunker's 17. That bunker gave everybody. They put it over there so when you bail out, you get punished by it, and everybody got punished this weekend.
They did play that hole really short on Sunday, though.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. And they were hitting 9-irons. I mean, who hits a 9-iron from 141 who plays on tour? Seriously, Bryson would have probably hit lob wedge.
Yes.
90%.
Yeah. Yeah. So it came down to Shane Lowry and Sepp, and Sepp birdied 18. Lowry had to birdie, which was unfortunate because it was literally a torrential downpour.
Yeah.
And He hit it. He had to lay up. He pulled his drive left, had to lay up, and then he hit it to about 40 feet, and he almost put it off the green, didn't he? It was
no, that was Berger that did that.
That was Berger.
Berger
he cozied it up there, but it wasn't
enough.
I wouldn't
to make
think
it
was very.
Lowry, he had a little tap in, but I mean, by that time it was too late. I will say that his drive, they didn't act, the play-by-play people didn't act like it was that big of a deal. But when he got down to his drive, it was like, bro, he's like 5 feet from the water. He almost hooked that over in the water.
It was way left.
And they all acted like it was just, oh, he's fine. It's fine.
On 17, so yeah.
No, on 18.
Oh,
yeah, 18, yeah.
He just, I mean, I know he was trying to play fast because it was pouring, but both his drive and his third shot into the green both looked like he was just like, all right, look, hurry. You know, it looked like he was the guy that wasn't going to make the cut. And he was he looked like he was in Kozan's group on Friday afternoon.
I got to mention something about Lowry in a minute.
The approach, I will say, Nate's right. The approach, I'm surprised he didn't. Number one, take a more aggressive line. Number two, take a little bit more time, knowing you've seen the score posted. You see it in front of you, what you have to do in order to make a
Yeah.
playoff.
Yes.
And he was
it doesn't matter if you hit it in the water, then you know you.
Yeah. And so then he was. Yeah, that's the thing. At this point, it's like you got to go at the pin. You got a wedge in your hand because you've laid up. He's laid up. He's got, I don't know, 116 or something like that. That's what they said.
Yeah.
And he just reaches over there, just grabs a club out, doesn't take a practice swing, hits it up there middle of the green, hands the club back to the caddy, and they start walking. I'm like, that's awful. Like, what are you doing, man?
Berger has his caddy keep the umbrella over the ball while he's doing his warm-up swing so the ball stays dry. And he goes back under the umbrella, wipes off the face of the club, wipes off the grip, then smokes one down the middle. Lowry darts from underneath the umbrella, swing, almost Happy Gilmore'd it, yanks, and then right back under the umbrella. Like he's not from, where's he from? Ireland? Isn't that like a nice day in Ireland, what they were just playing in?
Yeah, you don't even get wet when it rains on you if you're from Ireland. And just like
you literally don't. You don't get even.
You're literally a duck.
Just like beads up on your skin.
Just don't even Irish duck.
You don't even have rain gear. You don't need it.
No, you don't. You're just born to be able to deal with it. One, I got to say something about Shane Lowry. You know how they say like some people have resting bitch face? Yes. Shane Lowry has resting, my mouth stays open.
Yeah, he does walk around like this. Like
I can't figure it out. It's like when I'm just like relaxed, I'm just like my lips are closed and everything. This is his resting face is.
Does Rory do that a little bit?
And it's like an aggressive, like he's angry. It's a resting open mouth teeth show is what it is, but it's resting. Like it's what like when he's just sitting there, it's like he smelled a fart. That's exactly what it looks like. He has resting. I smelled a fart.
Did he play a bazooka booth this weekend?
He might have, but Shane, man, we got to work on that. You're getting TV time, bro. We got to figure that resting face. We got to get you a better resting face. I can't remember this guy's name, but it was social media. It was a social media hit. And if I scroll through, it'll probably hit me, but he played with Brooks Koepka on Saturday and he has the world's longest. I want to say it was possibly Stroud. Was that, or maybe Cameron Young, possibly. Regardless, the longest pre-shot routine of all time, and he's over the ball. Like
hates that.
And Brooks had like that. Even the announcer said Brooks has to be losing his mind right now. I mean, it's literally like look, waggle, look, waggle as he's over the ball. And at some point, it's kind of like when the batter finally has to step out of the batter's box and for the pitch, like the pitcher's taking too long. I mean, at some point you got to call like timeout or something like, okay, look, we got to reset and go. It was painful. Look it up. It's all over social media. He
got 2 days in a row because he got that guy yesterday and Poulter today. Poulter's going through this phase. He backed off of like 7 shots today.
Yeah.
Like addressed it and then backed off and like reset. And that's who Brooks played with today. Brooks had 2 miserable days of golf. There's no
Well,
doubt.
it sounds like Brooks has a miserable day of golf every day.
Every
like
day.
It sounds like he just has miserable days. Period.
So
Just,
pretty-
it's just miserable days.
Pretty
Tough
normal
life.
little Saturday. Pretty normal little Saturday. I forgot to mention this when he talked about when Ben was talking about the announcers on the live feed on ESPN Plus. I was watching it. Having to be watching it, and there's this guy. I'm going to look up his name. His last name is Druitt, Drewitt. Okay, and he's playing a par 3, and the pin's on the left. So what do you think he did?
He drew it.
He drew it. And of course, I was waiting on it. I was like, somebody's going to say something about it. They're going to say something about his name. And the guy like threw the lady a soft toss. He's like, go ahead and use your pun you've been waiting on. She's like, well, I mean, left pin, and his last name's Druitt, and he drew it. He drew it in there. So those guys, you got to give them credit because they're literally calling almost every shot of the tournament. I mean, they're calling so many golf shots. So it's got to be, got to keep it interesting. So big shout out to the ESPN Plus. Y'all need to get that so you can watch literally almost every shot of golf. It's awesome. It's awesome.
I was trying to figure it out. I'm about to get. That's why I called Kyle. He didn't answer, but I was trying to figure it out because I've got it through Verizon. This new plan that I got, I've got the ESPN package or whatever, but it kept wanting me to do it through iTunes anyway.
We'll figure it out. We'll get it. We'll get on that Google. And
I
tell you what, it gives me a lot of peace of mind to know that I can watch just about every golf shot of a golf tournament. And what's more important than peace of mind? Absolutely nothing. Even better when it's online. And that's what NordVPN is here for, to give you peace of mind while you're online. And with all the threats that you face today on the internet, it's even more important than ever to be sure that you have the best VPN you can get. NordVPN is the world's best VPN service, offering the fastest connectivity, most servers, and next-gen encryption to make sure that everything you do online stays secure. So grab your exclusive NordVPN deal by going to nordvpn.com/believe or use the code BELIEVE. That's BLEAV to get up to 70% off your NordVPN plan plus one additional month for free. It's also risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. NordVPN.com, where the peace of mind starts.
Yes.
Okay, we pretty much wrapped up the Honda Classic. Congrats to Sepp Straka and his first win. First Austrian. Put another shrimp on the barbie. No, that's
about
Australia.
3,000 miles away, 4,000 miles away.
Shout out Dumb and Dumber. That'll never not be funny ever. That will never not be funny. So Honda Classic wrapped up. Especially to me, especially to myself. I'll laugh at it every time. Honda Classic wrapped up. Before we move on, I want to give a quick shout out. Happy birthday to Colonel Steve. Happy late birthday.
That's right. Colonel Steve.
One of our best listeners. Probably not one of the best listener.
The best listener. So, yeah, no doubt.
Got to be getting close to moving up to the senior tees there, Colonel Steve.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh boy. That is
it's all right. He's made some little snarky comments about the Christmas tree.
Yeah, he's made several.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. So that's pretty fun. You post a little picture and call it. I mean, it was just like bam, 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 like several people.
Yeah. Hopefully my wife doesn't scroll through and see the Dadbod golf putt post.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
She's going to look at it right now.
Nate even tagged me in one of the posts.
My microphone soon.
That's Nate even tagged me in one of the posts. So
yeah.
All right. We want to dive a little bit more into this Phil Mickelson situation because it seems like it's kicked up 100 notches since Nate initially went on his solo pod about it. And I think almost everything that he said has not only come true, but it's gone to the max. Like we have sponsors just absolutely bailing on Phil left and right. The first one that was like, holy cow, that's big time, is KPMG or KMPG, whatever it is. KPMG. They dropped him. Like
that's how big time they are. You actually knew who they were.
Yeah. Colt big time dropped him. That's literally been his hat sponsor for like ever. He's had the work day on there. They dropped him as well, but KPMG is the big one. That's the big sponsor that he's had. Gosh, since I can't, as long as I can remember.
It was Bearing Point for a while with the visors, but then he switched to hats. And 15 years, I would say easily.
Yep. So Workday also as a sponsor has dropped him. The American Express, which I didn't realize he hosted that tournament. I did not realize he was the host of the American Express in La Quinta, which is like the first tournament back in the States of the year at PGA West. He's no longer the host of that tournament. That's ouch. That when you lose your hosting, of a PGA event, that's an ouch. And then the most recent one that's really big, and I'd love to get y'all's opinion on what you think a pause means, but Callaway has paused their sponsorship deal with Phil Mickelson. He's been a Callaway guy forever. It's like the hits keep on coming, and we kind of saw this. We maybe didn't think it was going to be this extreme, but it's playing out right in front of us. Love to get y'all's thoughts.
I have a couple different thoughts. I don't have to say them all right now, but first of all, I think Phil is a little bit. He's been victim to the cancel culture that is surrounding us right now.
Sure.
Obviously, his comments were inappropriate, but a couple of years ago, I don't think they all would have dropped him. But now it's just what you do. Is if there's just the slightest bit of controversy, instead of backing him up, and instead of KPMG saying, you know what, Phil messed up. He said he's sorry. He said some really dumb stuff, but he's, we're going to stand behind him because he's our boy. Just immediately gone. I mean, that's like a 20-year relationship, just immediately gone. And my other question that I have for you guys is, I don't know what the legality of this pause is with Callaway, but does Phil show up with some TaylorMade sticks soon and just stick it to Callaway? I mean, somebody's willing to put their logo on.
Yes.
I mean, he's not that he's not that dead meat yet.
No.
I don't know. I think he's
maybe like
a
pretty Japanese company or something.
I think Kyle is overreacting.
I'm not overreacting.
Wow.
Kyle thinks that it's completely over, that his career's washed up, and he's never going to get another sponsor. That's total overreaction.
How similar is this
I am exactly
Justin Thomas?
It's worse than Thomas. All the Thomas lost was what, Polo?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
That was it. This is similar to Tiger after Tiger got his
Not
window
similar at
bashed
all.
in.
Not similar at all. And I'll explain.
You are insane.
It's not
it is
even remotely
totally
similar.
It is
he's
totally
51. He's 51. It's the end of the road.
Oh no, it's not.
How do you get it back?
He just won 5 tournaments on the senior tour. It's not the end of the road.
He's literally less than a year removed from being a major. He's a defending major champion.
He's a defending major champion. You can forget it. He's got 5 years left in him, and they would be stupid not. That's why Callaway's pausing, because they took a note out of Nike. Nike could have easily dropped Tiger. They were like, "The hell with that. We're not losing that money." You know what? We don't agree with what he did, and he cheated on his wife, and we're that sucks. But you know what? That's a money grab right there, and we are not losing that. Because there's nobody that Callaway's got what, Rahm and Schauffele? That's it. That's the only other two that you can name off the top of your head.
The number one player in the world?
Yeah, call it the Walmart test. Nobody knows who John Rahm is at Walmart. I'm telling you, they know who Phil Mickelson is.
And nobody likes Phil Mickelson. We're learning that now. Not even the players, Rory McIlroy, Justin Thomas, nobody likes Phil Mickelson. The
media does, because it's big. The media loves him. He's going to give him a soundbite
in the same way they
love him for the press, for the clicks. They don't love him for him, who he is.
And that's why sponsors will jump on board, because he's going to say something to be having his picture, and they can get his logo right there.
It's
Rory Sabatini has sponsors.
It's
exactly
who, like Raising Cane's and Raising Cane's and Ebro dog track and like outside of Fort Walton Beach. Is that
what's wrong with Raising Cane's?
I'm just throwing out random. So he looked like a
Czechoslovakia.
Where it's from now? I thought it was Slovakia.
Whatever.
Oh, it's not. He's not Czech. Czechoslovakia.
Yeah. Couldn't remember.
So
ever who married.
This is where I'm at. Okay. Legacy. When I say I've said legacy, and y'all laugh at me. Legacy is like your reputation that you leave, like the way the people think about you, the way that people view you. And you don't realize essentially he just said earlier, I know these people chop your head off and throw gay people off buildings, but there's a really good chance that we could use them and use leverage to change the PGA Tour. So in other words, he was okay. He's acknowledging the atrocities of what these guys do and saying, I'm going to set that aside to make money. And like, that is going to be, he's 50, he's regardless if he won the PGA last year, he's 51 years old. Like there's not a lot else he's going to be able to win or do on the PGA Tour. Like on the PGA Tour, he may be done. Like this could be another Greg Norman situation. And the way I'm viewing it, the way it's going, the way the sponsors are dropping, I could easily see this being another Greg Norman situation where Phil went from everybody pulls for him every time he does anything to literally nobody wants to be around him. Like that quick, just with that comment, the double downs and the aggressiveness. Like I'm telling y'all, this could be the end of, everybody loves Phil. I think it could be the end.
So and I know they're not the same. I know Tiger and Phil are not the same, but Tiger didn't just mess up and say dumb stuff. Tiger cheated on his wife repeatedly, had drug problems, in and out of rehab, accidents. We still don't know what happened with the genesis. I mean, there was some sort of cover up there, right?
Yeah,
I mean, that somebody covered for him. We'll probably never know. But he is still the most beloved guy in the world. Is it because that he's so much bigger than Phil? It's because he was likable beforehand? Because if you ask most people, I don't think Tiger's that likable. Like for the guys on tour, maybe more recently, but he used to have a pretty big a-hole reputation.
Yeah, so, he's respected. I'm like you. I don't know how much he's liked as much as he is respected.
I think he's chilled out a lot recently.
Yeah.
But the difference.
I would just say this is just words. You'd have to remember that all Phil has done is said the stupidest thing in his entire life. He's always guilty of right now.
Extremely stupid. Like,
absolutely.
Like not even like remotely. You basically said, I'm okay with taking money from murderers is what you said. I'm okay with it. And I've made it okay with myself to take money. The difference between like, let's talk about like the NBA, like it's no different than the NBA taking money from China with what the human rights violations that they have, but they don't acknowledge it. You know what I mean? Like they don't acknowledge it. Like Phil just basically said, yeah, I know they do all that stuff. I'm cool with it.
But I can get Monahan. I can put him over a barrel.
Yeah, but Jay Monahan, because he enforces if you hit a ball in the water and you drop it, it's in play. Because of that kind of crap, and he won't let me post my social media videos on my social media. Like he's a dictator. I mean, it's just I don't know. It's so uncharacteristic of Phil, to me, at least, what you see in the public. I mean, the difference to me between Tiger, that was what, 2009, that was 13
years though.
14 years ago. He had tons of time to apologize. He went on a public, like, will Phil do a public press conference and apologize? Maybe not. I don't know. But he did that. Tiger took responsibility for all that. And then he's had all these years to come back. Like has time to come back and play. Phil doesn't have that. Nobody watches the Champions Tour. I love the Champions Tour, but nobody watches it. So like, it's not like, who's he going to build rapport with on the Champions Tour? Like, I don't know, man. I'm telling you, this is bad territory for Phil.
All right. So here's an interesting point, and I'm going to say a name, and I want you to tell me the first name that pops in your mind when I say this name. Okay. Matt Kuchar.
Tipping.
Boom. And this was so much worse.
Way worse.
So he'll get booed. Like how people would call Bryson Brooksy. Look out for what the New Yorkers are going to say to him when he goes and plays.
I think it's going to be bad. But I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but
I don't think it's going to be as bad as people think.
So what you're trying to say is he just doesn't have the time left in his game to repair himself by playing well.
If this happens,
I think he's got 5 years left in his game. I think that's enough to repair it.
It'd be pretty impressive.
He can bear. I mean, I know he won the PGA, but like how he played like dog crap like before and after. He doesn't
have to win again. He just has to be in contention.
I don't think he's going to be in contention. I don't think he's going to. I don't see, especially for 5 years. Hell, he'll be 56 years old. I'm sorry, I got my voices cutting in. He'll be 56 years old. Like, it's not going to happen. It's not. I just don't see it happen. I don't think he has enough time to sort of the PR issue. Like, has he even really? His apology was half-assed. He had the whole
good little walk back.
He had the butt in the middle. Yeah. Can you apologize with the word "but" in there? Is it an apology?
I had sports apologies. Go ahead, Ben.
I had an old boss that always said, no matter what you say, once you put the word "but" in there, you can forget everything you just said before that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Listen, I'll apologize about what happened, but he threw the first punch,
asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like when you get in a fight with your wife, you're like, "Sweetheart, I'm really sorry, but I'm really sorry I did that, but or vice versa." Yeah, no, it's no good anymore. And it was like 10. It was like one paragraph of apology, and then like 10 paragraphs of the buts. But you did this. But you did this. But you did this.
Yeah, he read the Celebrity Apologies for Dummies book. It was the I've hurt my family and and then he starts talking about how he's kind of the victim. Taken out of context, I love that.
I love
That's one of my favorite ones. It's like, hey, I just and then like where it wasn't supposed to be shared on a podcast on a platform in an interview.
Yeah, I said that off the record.
Well, like when Ben was like, I wouldn't get caught doing money laundering. Like, I think they're going to get you.
Yeah, it's just been a absolute train wreck. I've never seen someone go from like, I've never just seen it go so south so fast. Like this dude was doing awesome Instagram posts and everything, funny stuff too. Everybody hates you like almost overnight. It was just, it's blowing me away.
Will they do an ESPN 30 for 30 on this?
They have to. They have to. They're doing one on Greg Norman. Have you seen that? They're doing one on Greg Norman right now. It's
ESPN 30 for 30 presents Long Gone Lefty, the Phil Mickelson story.
What if I told you this man had the world? He had the world by the horns, and then he went full, you know what, and lost everything.
Ended up with a shitty coffee sponsorship.
But Ben still thinks he's going to be everyone's favorite in 5 years.
I didn't say favorite. I'm just saying you act like he's not going to be picked up. But
Kyle thinks his legacy is tarnished.
Yeah,
I do.
Nate just said it earlier. This like in the first part of this conversation. I mean, with him showing up with new clubs, there's somebody waiting in the wings to give him a new set of clubs to have their name on his bag right now.
It's like every gangster NFL player. There's always who's the Cowboys owner? There's always a Jerry Jones out there,
yes,
ready to give you a shot.
There is somebody ready to give
put you on
the
team, even though you just killed 6 guys.
Yep, put that logo on there, baby.
I'm
Rockstar publicity.
Wilson's staff is gonna send the check.
Wasn't he Titleist when he first came on board before he switched to Callaway? Wasn't he Titleist guy?
He can get those all.
I've only ever known him as Callaway. Yeah. Who's that random company that Justin Rose went with for a while?
Hamna?
Yeah.
Hamna.
Give me a big
Hamna.
Maybe Dunlop. Dunlop could come out of the woodworks and
send
the check.
Let me tell you what, Powerbuilt has a big opportunity right here.
Yes.
Powerbuilt could absolutely take over.
This is how Hogan comes out of the ashes and back onto the scene.
Out of the ashes. Let me tell you what, Powerbuilt, according to Ben, has 5 years to absolutely take over the golf world. Everybody will have a Powerbuilt set of clubs. Let's go.
Feels like they got the set that you just buy off the shelf at Walmart for like $150.
Powerbuilt and Strata.
Oh, that's
Powerbuilt.
awesome.
Let's go. Oh man.
Strata.
Strata Nitro Powerbuilt.
Sporting the new Noodle Pro. Phil Mickelson is back on tour.
Long and soft. Let's go. The Noodle Pro. That's not a thing.
The Noodle Tour.
Sporting the Max Fly Black Dot. Phil Daddy Mickelson. All right.
Snell's newest member,
Phil
Mickelson.
Snell.
Back on tour.
Yes.
Oh, man. Kirkland's number one stockholder and number one player, Phil Mickelson.
In the middle of a lawsuit, Phil Mickelson joins Kirkland and gets unlimited Sam's shopping wherever he goes.
And according to Phil, it's just as good as a Pro V1. I love it. All right. Last real shout out before we leave. Got to give a shout out to Athletic Greens, guys.
Ooh.
Athletic Greens. Some people take tons of multivitamins, but it's important to choose one that's top quality. And with one delicious scoop, I said delicious scoop of Athletic Greens, you're absorbing 75 high quality vitamins, minerals, superfoods, probiotics, and those dadgum adaptogens to start your day right. Their special blend of ingredients supports gut health. Love it. Nervous system. Awesome. Immune system. I'm stopped up right now. I could use a scoop. Energy, recovery, focus, and aging. Hey, this is Fountain of Youth, guys. It's also lifestyle friendly and fits a wide range of diets. There's only 1 gram of sugar, no chemicals or artificial anything. Reclaim your health and arm your immune system with convenient daily nutrition. It's just 1 scoop in a cup of water every day. That's it. To make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/believe. That's BLEAV. Again, that's athleticgreens.com/greens. Athletic Greens, take ownership of your health where gut health starts. Athletic Greens.
Straight to the toilet.
Straight. Healthy as hell gut. Let's go.
Yes.
Athletic Greens.
Best part of that, the whole thing, Nate, I'm stopped up right now.
Yeah. I
could use a scoop.
I could use
I
might snort a whole scoop, not even with water. Just
I'm just going to mainline Athletic Greens for the adaptogens. The only way to get the full force of the adaptogens is to mainline Athletic Greens.
You know what? You can afford a gin. You can.
Where the addiction starts.
If you really want quick absorption, you butt chug it.
Turn the episode off.
Episode 143. Happy Monday.
Sponsored by Steve-O.
We'll see you on Wednesday and we'll see you on Friday. Tonight's episode is brought to you by BetOnline and Gut Health. Dadbod Golf Pod.
Always stroking.